All right, all right, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning from wherever you are joining from. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I mean, it's exciting every single time we have to come here and teach and talk about some of these things that we do. It's always exciting every single time. But yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. Wow, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. Welcome, welcome to this amazing webinar. It has been long since we've been advertising, talking about it, posting and reposting across different platforms. And now it's finally here. It's finally here. So is somebody excited? If you're excited, just react with your favorite emoji. We're currently live on YouTube and we are live on Google Meet. We are live on YouTube and we are live on Google Meet. If you're excited as I am, just react with your favorite emoji. And just drop in the comment section what your name is, where you are joining us from, and what you do. Drop in the comment section what your name is. If your name is Ebito Karatai, drop there in the comment section. What your name is, where you are joining us from, and what you do. You can drop on YouTube. We'll read the comments on YouTube. You can also drop on Google Meet. I'm also receiving the comments on Google Meet. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's keep those reactions coming. Let's keep those reactions coming. It's like our YouTube audience is more active than our Google Meet audience. Oh yes, Oluwafunke, nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Let's keep those comments going. Let's keep those comments going and share and reshare. Share and reshare the link to this meeting. Whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Google Meet, share and reshare. What we are about to pass here is free knowledge. It's free knowledge. So share and reshare. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Send to at least 50 persons. Send to at least 50 persons across the different social media, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether your WhatsApp status, your Facebook, your Instagram, post everywhere. Let them know that something is going on in there right now. I want you to post everywhere, post on everywhere, post on everywhere, whatever groups you have, family groups, whatever. Let them know that something is happening here. Something is happening here. Knowledge is being shared here. Knowledge is being shared here. Oh, all right. So I'm saying different people join. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Nice to have you all. Nice to have you all. Nice to have you all. Just keep sharing and resharing. Share and reshare. Share and reshare. Share to all your friends. Share to all your friends, your family members, your loved ones. Share to everybody. Let them be a part of this. Amazing, amazing. Our YouTube audience is going loud. It's going loud. Just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Tell a friend to tell a friend to be a part of it. And by the way, as you are joining us, just introduce yourself, who you are, where you are joining us from, and what you do. Introduce yourself, who you are, where you are joining us from, and what you do. Let's keep the conversation flowing, people. Let's keep the conversation flowing. All right, all right. I'm seeing new comments here. I'm seeing new comments here. Exciting, exciting, exciting. YouTube people are not dropping any comments, so just type in there, type in there. Share and reshare, share and reshare to as many people as possible. Share and reshare to as many people as possible. If you can type in there, type in there. If you can share, share and reshare. Just keep sharing, just keep sharing, just keep sharing everywhere. Share it across all social media, share it across everywhere. Yes, yes, beautiful, 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 beautiful. People on Google Meet are okay. The comment section is glowing. Impressive, 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 impressive. All right, all right. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking about this over and over and over again, and I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to be in front of you. And we are going to be going into the teaching shortly. But I want to know you. I want to know you and where you are joining from. Let this be ready for. Let us be. Let this class be interactive. Let this session be interactive. So I want to know you and where you are joining us from. If you can type in the comment section, type in the comment section who you are, where you are joining us from, what you are doing. Just type it in the comment section. Type it in the comment section. Who you are, where you are joining from, and what you do. Who you are, where you are joining from, and what you do. Impressive. Impressive. Just keep typing it in. Keep typing it in. Amazing, 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 amazing. We have Funke from Lagos. Funke from Lagos, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Brilliant. Let's keep joining. Let's keep joining. Let's keep joining. Let's keep joining. Like I said, share to at least 50 people. Share to at least 50 people. Share across the different groups you are in. Share across the different groups you are in. I mean, today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Let's get everyone here. Let's get everyone here. We are going to be starting shortly. We are going to be starting shortly. And I promise you, tonight's class is going to be very, very explosive. It's going to be very impactful, very insightful. Just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Share and share and share. Share to your family, your friends, your loved ones. Anyone that wants to really understand the knowledge and things as it pertains to artificial intelligence and what we are talking about here, just keep sharing to them. Just keep sharing and resharing and resharing and resharing. Share and share and share. Amazing, amazing. I think our people on YouTube are really exploding the comment section. All right, so just tell us as you're joining in, tell us your name and where you are joining from, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Google Meet. Tell us your name and where you are joining us from. We'll be starting this class shortly, but tell us your name and where you are joining us from. Let me get to know you better. Let me get to know you more. So it's not just me talking. Amazing. Uh, Someone from YouTube is saying hi. Nice to meet you. It's nice to have you here. Impressive.
Mr.
Just tell
Ajayi.
us your name and
Mr.
where you
Ajayi.
are joining from. Yes, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, I was seeing 7 a.m.
Apologies about that though. our graphic designer messed things up and he refused to change it.
Oh
Apologies
my
about
God.
that.
My name
So
is
you have
Paul
to start
from
sending
Nigeria.
you have to start sending follow-ups to everyone that it's not 7 a.m., it's 7 p.m. So you say apologies about. I mean, who does webinar 7 a.m.? Everyone
I
is
understand. I understand. I thought you are not,
yeah.
maybe you are because of people in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, we are in Australia.
Ah, not at
Oh,
all, not at
good,
all,
good
not
evening,
at
sir.
all.
I'm
Good evening.
excited
How
to
are you
be
doing,
here.
sir?
Great, sir.
Amazing, amazing. Nice to have
Yes.
you here. Nice to have you here. All right, all right. We are going to get into it shortly. I think I'm excited. I'm excited with the comments on YouTube, and for those of us on Google Meet, appreciate. All right. So without further ado, today we are going to be looking into something very intuitive. But before we hop right into it, I just want to talk a bit about a little bit of an introduction for myself. Um, so I've gotten to know some of us. I've gotten to know some of us. Some of our families joining on YouTube, and some persons also joining on Google Meet. But let me just introduce myself a bit. But before I introduce myself and who I am exactly, it won't make sense if I don't talk a bit about what led me to this path. So roughly about 2 to 3 years ago, I lost my job to artificial intelligence. And of course, it came to me as a huge shock, as it would many people. Now, I remembered that a couple of years ago, I just started, I just started my career path, and I believe that was the second place I was working. And ChatGPT had just, it was the advent of ChatGPT a couple of months down the line, and ChatGPT has, many of our team members have started to adopt the use of AI and ChatGPT for their operations and performance and different things like that. They started to adopt ChatGPT. But I was still reluctant. And I always felt that why would a tool, a software that somebody built, how is it possible that a software will replace me and what I'm doing? And I never believed. I did not believe that it was ever possible. How would you agree with how would you say that a tool that was built by somebody will not come and replace me? So I always had that mentality. And of course, I continued the way I was doing. And it got to a point when I started realizing that what somebody would do, and it will take the person say 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Persons were getting it done in minutes. What I would do, and I would spend like half a day home, a whole day home. I started realizing that I would spend a whole day solving a problem when somebody spends like just 1 hour or less than 1 hour solving these problems. And it first became a concern, but I felt, oh, it doesn't really matter. But eventually down the line, it started to affect my performance. It started to affect me and how my work was being rated. And eventually, after several backs and forth, after several arguments and several backs and forths, I ended up losing my job to AI. It's a very funny story. It's a very funny story, really. Eventually, AI, ChatGPT to be specific, came and it replaced many of the things I was doing. And instead of them employing 2 or 3 persons for it, they just employed one person that was able to use AI really well and get the job done. And that was how I was out again job hunting. Now, this thing led me to go back to myself. I did a bit of retrospective and I started to realize really there's something about artificial intelligence. Truly, artificial intelligence has not just been, it's not recent. Artificial intelligence has been for a very long time. But what is it about artificial intelligence that many persons are now starting to take cognizance of? And as soon as I realized that, I came to the understanding of the fact that I need to do something about it. I needed to do something about it. And it was at that point when I started to take action. So at that point when I started to take action about the use of artificial intelligence or the learning of artificial intelligence, even for my personal life or for my business and different endeavors in which I found myself. And eventually, that was what led me down this path and to this point where I find myself. Eventually, in the past 2 years, in the past 2 to 3 years, I've spent a number of time trying to go deep, understanding what artificial intelligence is, how to build AI tools, understanding what AI agents are, and all of these things ground up. And it became a story of, it's something that I can't just keep to myself. It's something that I have to pass on. And then that was what bettered this whole conversation, that we need to have a form of awareness and adoption of artificial intelligence. You see, looking into the future, I believe that in the coming years, AI is going to start replacing lots of processes, lots of things. But before it starts to do that, how can we prepare ourselves for what is coming? And that is the whole concept of why we are here, preparing ourselves for the advent of artificial intelligence, preparing ourselves for what's coming. Just this morning, I heard the news that the CEO of Square, that's the former CEO of Twitter before they sold it to Elon Musk. What's his name again? Let me check. His name is Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey is a popular. He's the CEO of Twitter before they sold Twitter to Elon Musk and it was changed to X. So Jack Dorsey fired 4,000 staff. 4,000 staff as of this morning, replacing them with artificial intelligence. That is, in just one morning, 4,000 people were replaced with artificial intelligence. You can go online and just search for Jack Dorsey, D-O-R-S-E-Y, Jack Dorsey. He fired 4,000 staff and replaced them with AI. In fact, what he said particularly was that these people are doing jobs that artificial intelligence can replace. And this is the thing that I'm trying to drive against. You know, we've gotten to an age where automation and AI assistants or AI agents has become the norm of the day. We have gotten to a phase where these are the kinds of things that are replacing human efforts. Many of us, the mundane tasks that we do, the things that we do repetitively over and over and over again, it has come to be replaced by artificial intelligence. And this is the point of what we're talking about here. Artificial intelligence has not exactly, so there is a knowledge gap. There's a knowledge gap. Let me try and build towards something. There's a knowledge gap for what artificial intelligence can offer and what where we currently are. There's a knowledge gap. What artificial intelligence currently offers and where we currently are. Now, if you would agree with me, there are now different job opportunities when it comes to artificial intelligence. There are diverse job opportunities. There are diverse career space opening up just with the advent of AI. There are new roles, new kinds of developments coming up just for the advent of AI. I started to study a couple of weeks ago, and I started to see teenagers in the United States. They are starting businesses just leveraging AI. They have a product that they are selling. They will package this product on the website. AI is doing the website for them. AI help them to create the products. AI help them to create the means of advertising the products. AI is helping them to sell the products. You know, it has gotten to the stage where you can even use AI now to run campaign. In fact, I just figured out a tool a couple of days ago that can help you to run campaign, no longer for lead generation now. So you don't have to do all the work. AI is helping you to run some of those campaigns. So it has gotten to a stage where you can no longer say you want to ignore artificial intelligence. In fact, it has gotten to a level where it has become an integral part of our lives. So my whole point for tonight's webinar is I want to show us, or I want to prove to us that really there is a knowledge gap. And if you don't position yourself properly, if you don't understand that knowledge gap, the gap will keep getting wider and wider and wider. And before you know it, you are left behind. Trust me, it's not a prophecy, but I foresee that in the near future, the way that we are able to do things will change. The way you are able to grow your business, the way you are able to run your career, the way you're able to do different kinds of things will change. Cultures will change. Mindsets will shift. Why? Because of the advent of technology, because of the advent of artificial intelligence. And it's gradually creeping in. It's gradually creeping in. Little by little, little by little, little by little. Recently, I heard of Meta AI, or not Meta AI, but Meta, the company. They were able to set up a bio AI company under Meta, a bio AI subsidiary rather, under Meta, that focuses on how AI can help to alleviate sicknesses and diseases. And these are just small, little ones in the pioneering fronts of what AI is doing now in our current society, in our current world today. So my point is that AI agents do not replace people, they replace chaos. If you don't understand what AI is coming to replace, then there's going to be a problem. So before I even go to talking about the gap or what AI is replacing, the first question is, what are AI agents? We've understood that currently there are different kinds of AI tools that we have out there. We have the AI assistants, of course, everybody has or knows ChatGPT. We have different kinds of AI tools. But then what are AI agents particularly? How about defining things? AI agents are AI tools or AI automation tools that are able to help you carry out a specific number of tasks. They're able to carry out a specific number of tasks based on what you have predetermined for it to carry out. And is able to run this thing seamlessly and deliver what you want. Say, for example, if you're a business owner and you are in need of a project manager, someone that is able to help you track your projects, remind you of the tasks that you have pending, help you to follow up with deadlines, help you to follow up with what you are doing and different things like that. Do you know that AI agents are now able to help you to manage all of these tasks? AI agents will help you to track your work. If your work has truly been completed or not been completed. If it has not been completed, it's able to send you automated reminders to inform you that your tasks that you set out to do, you have not completed it. It's able to follow up with you like a project manager would do. So nowadays, you will not even need project managers to do some tasks again. One way or the other, project managers are not getting out of job. Anyways, that's by the way. So AI agents are tools, you can call them tools, that are able to intelligently perform specific tasks as you have given to them. And there are different kinds of AI agents there. You see, one beautiful thing about artificial intelligence is that artificial intelligence is configurable. What I mean by configurable is that you can make it do whatever it is that you want to do. You see, there's something that we must understand, which is, see, I was teaching in our last cohort, in our February cohorts, because we have this 4 weeks training, 4 weeks paid training. And I was teaching in the last cohort just a few weeks ago. And I was telling them about how that AI is not just randomized, it's not just there. We have different kinds of AI tools, we have different kinds of things that you can pick up. But then you must have specific problems that you want to solve. You know, one of them was asking me the question of, oh, okay, I have my business. I'm currently trying to get more customers. Now I asked the person during the class, what exactly is the problem you want AI to solve? Because if you say, oh, your problem is getting sales, the question now is that for sales, there are different processes. How are you doing your marketing? How are you presenting your products? How are you doing your branding? And several things like that. You need to be able to narrow down your products or your problem before you can solve. And these are some of the things that we're able to solve in one of these classes. We're able to narrow down this person's problem. After narrowing down the problem, we're now able to navigate and narrow down what exactly do you need to solve these things. We did all this research at every single thing using artificial intelligence, and eventually we were able to come up with a conclusion that this person started implementing in his business. So you must understand that AI is not just randomized. It's not just all over the place. It is specific. It has specific action it has to take. So whether you're a career person, especially career persons, whether you're a business owner, whether you are a student, and I emphasize on these three groups of people. Why? Because for career people, really, you want to start your career, or you have a career you are running. As a career person, different points in time, you are faced with challenges that you need to solve. And one of the important things that we also taught during the training was that for a career person, one of the major things that they are measuring is that they are measuring your performance. You know, I told you the story before, how I lost my job to AI. One of the major things that made me lose that job, and I emphasized on it during that class, was that AI is helping you to improve your work. If you are not adopting AI tools, you are gradually slowing down yourself. You are gradually reducing your efficiency and your performance overall. So this is one of the things you must do step by step. You must understand what the problem is. Whatever phase you find yourself, whatever phase you find your business, you must understand what the problem is. So now I'm talking about business owners now. Business owners, for example, we have different phases of our business. Say, for example, you are trying to do marketing, or you are trying to do sales, or you are just starting your business from the ground up, you are trying to build a product. Do you know that with AI, you can build AI products? You can build AI products. I was speaking with someone who wants to join the training as well. I was speaking with him, and he was talking about how that he wanted to learn AI because in the work that he was doing in the UK, one of the biggest problems they had was that many of the policies that are now coming in place, they are requesting AI. They are requesting at least the bare minimum knowledge of artificial intelligence. So he has gotten to a point where he cannot do without AI. And businesses are now making it compulsory for every single person, because every single part of your business has become involved with artificial intelligence. Whatever aspect, name it. Name whatever aspect of your business, whether it's in operations, whether it's in sales, whether it's in planning, whether it's in strategy, whether it's even in the building process. AI is gradually coming to the core of business processes. It's gradually coming to the core of business processes. Why? Because AI brings efficiency. AI brings speed. AI helps you to maximize what you have. It helps you to maximize what you have and make the best out of what your business can provide. Picture it this way. Let me give you a story. I went to visit one of our customers. Now, what this person wanted was we've been working with her for a couple of months now. We helped her to install different technology tools and different AI tools to set up, even from your basic ChatGPT and things like that. We also wanted to help her to install an automation tool that can help her to track all of those processes and things like that. Anyways, we have all of those things set up for her. One of the biggest challenges she had in her business was that her business has got to a point where it was no longer on the bare level. It has started to grow exponentially. Let me give you an example. Before we introduce some of those technology tools and technology stack, in a month, maybe she would make about 1 million naira. I'm giving an example. She'll make about 1 million naira. But about 1 or 2 months after installing some of these AI tools and some of this technology stack, we realized that our profit margin had jumped from 1 million to up to times 5. And now looking back, we started to see that she has started to become even more efficient in the delivery of our services. She has started to become even more efficient. Usually, if a customer comes, they would have to scramble around, trying to figure things out. They were still using paper and biro. The time it would take for them to note this one down, note that one down, it would have taken all the time in the world, and before they realize it, the customer has probably become tired or the customer has left. And one of the biggest problems we have in this space is that we have people that have low attention span. Now, the thing is that it's not like as if your businesses would not grow or your businesses would be stale. But people are now starting to leverage the use of technology, the use of AI, to make their processes even more efficient. because customer behavior and customer value is key. So as a business owner or as a professional, you must identify the problem that you want to solve with technology, because if you don't, you'll just be beating around the bush. Now, number two is that you must properly streamline your knowledge. There are different kinds of tools doing different things. I must tell you, there are different kinds of tools doing different things. Now, as a business owner and also a content creator online, I've seen different kinds of tools, There's currently a tool I newly hopped upon, and you won't believe that it has gotten to the point where artificial intelligence is able to help you create podcasts. So you're no longer just creating content, you're now creating podcasts. Now, I remember the class we had early this week during our paid training course. Now, we were talking about animated videos. You would agree with me that in recent times, you've been seeing more animated videos online, right or wrong? You would agree with me that you've been seeing so much of animated videos online, animated YouTube accounts, animated TikTok accounts, different kinds of animated AI animated videos, and you have been glued to some of these videos. If you are still with me, just type in here, I'm still with you, or I'm here. If you are still with me, type in I'm here. I think this class has been called for a while. If you are with me, type in I'm here. Whether you're on YouTube, type in I'm here. All right, so Sarah Davis asks if this webinar can be recorded. Yes, the webinar is recorded, but the recording won't be available for so long. But I will share the recording, but it won't be available for so long. All right, brilliant. Emmanuel Breakthrough is here. Amazing. So, like I was saying, you would agree with me that you start to see different kinds of AI generated videos, AI generated video accounts. In fact, content creators have now made it a kind of side hustle, such that you're able to create an animated content and is able to move faster than real life content. Is able to move faster. We took a case study of a YouTube account. This YouTuber has only posted about 8 videos in a couple of months. But if you see how much retention, how much impression this particular YouTube account has left on the faces of many followers or many subscribers or many people that have viewed the videos, you'll be surprised. You will be so much surprised that with just artificial intelligence, they're able to craft out a niche for themselves. And these are many more. So you must streamline the tools that you want to use. Don't just pick any tool and say, oh, as long as I'm using AI can be anything. I was speaking with somebody who was also interested in she's interested in joining the March cohorts. In fact, I spoke with her today. She's interested in joining March cohort. Now, she has no understanding about AI. In fact, she's basically new to AI. So one of the things she was looking for was that she's a stay-at-home mom. And she, as well as other moms, were trying to look for how they can build a niche for themselves around AI. They look how they can build a niche for themselves around AI. Now, it has gotten to the point where even whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are doing, you're able to now start to build out or carve out a niche for yourself. So our goal was to carve out a niche for ourselves. And we started to examine, okay, what kinds of tools can you use? What do you need to learn? And I came to realize that, she has absolutely zero knowledge about AI or how to use AI. Of course, maybe she's still like a normal person using ChatGPT and things like that. But really, you will have to realize that she has zero knowledge about AI. So, someone like that, if you go online and just search for any kind of tool, maybe just go out there and type for AI, you are going to see different kinds of information scattered. And that is why it feels like as if there is so much chaos out there. You must learn to streamline what you want to do. After you understand the problem statement, you now streamline with the specific tool that you want to use. And there are different kinds of tools out there. I've said it again and again. There are different kinds of tools out there doing different kinds of things. If you have time, you can check out Notebook LLM. You can check out Apollo.io. You can check out these different, you can check Spark by Google. You can check out these different kinds of AI tools. Different AI tools doing different things. It's going to blow your mind. In fact, I can't start to talk about everything on this call. But then if we have a more closed session, we'll be able to divulge all of these different AI tools and start to examine them one by one. So without further, let me just move forward onto the final thing. And that is, you must understand that AI is not replacing human effort. I know it might be a bit confusing. AI is not replacing the place of a human creativity, a human being's creativity, a human being's understanding, a human being's knowing. AI has not come to replace all of those things. Because, see, if you'd agree with me, the creativity of a person is still beyond what artificial intelligence can do. The creativity of a person. You can't say AI has emotional quotient. It does not. It's a computer. It only knows zeros and ones. You can't say AI knows how to care for a family. It does not know one of those things. Although there are currently different things that we have put in place to try and make it ethical, to try and make artificial intelligence ethical and not just biased and doing anything all over the place. That's why you rarely find AI that is hacking and different things like that. There are different kinds of, although some of them are some people are crafting some things, some shady things, but usually there's usually the ethical regulations around artificial intelligence. But still, artificial intelligence cannot replace the creativity of a person. That is why, as a person, whether you're a professional, a business owner, or a student, you must always have your creativity. You must always have a plan in mind. This is another thing I emphasize a lot on. You must always have a plan in mind, because it is on your plan that artificial intelligence will now start to build upon and now start to develop something that you can use or you can tailor for your business, your projects, your endeavor, and different things like that. So it does not replace human creativity. And you say that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of it. Really, at the back of everybody's mind, we feel that there's this tool called AI, and AI is coming, AI is making people jobless, and different things like that. You know, I said the story when I started the webinar that AI took the jobs of about 4,000 people just this morning. 4,000 people, that's not a small number. 4,000 people meant to feed their families, 4,000 people meant to take care of their children, 4,000 people meant to pay their bills, and different things like that. And suddenly, overnight, they lost their jobs. And what did they say? They said because of artificial intelligence. The problem is not that people are being replaced. Yes, people are being replaced, yes. But the problem is that people need to get even more creative. People need to position themselves well. We're going to start talking about the different kinds of things that you want to do or learn. But now there are different areas, there are different aspects that AI is starting to craft. Like I said, it's a shift of culture. It's a shift of culture. The way we are doing things before is gradually starting to change. So whatever it is you are doing, whoever you are, gradually as we grow, there is a role that AI is starting to play in your life or in your journey. AI is gradually starting to play a role in your life or in your journey. So you must learn to position yourself properly. We can't talk about all of these things on this call. We can't keep talking about all of these things on this call because there is just a lot. There is just a lot. For different people now, for example, you must have to understand different career paths. As a career person, how can I start to position myself? How can I start to, you know, there's this news I heard recently. And some software developers, of course, those software developers are as big boys, people that have, their career people that have lots of money, they're making lots of money. Now, it has gotten to the point that even these people are being threatened. You know, this developer was saying this thing jokingly, that do you know that now there are AI tools that is able to help you to create an application that overnight, somebody created an application just when everybody went to sleep and woke up. Somebody created an application that is able to help you to track foreign exchange. Do foreign exchange, brew the change, and all of those things. He was able to build everything up to the point of deployment. Deployment is when you now finally make an application available to customers to use. So this person was able to create everything from the scratch to the point of making it available for customers. Overnight. Mind you, originally, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they would spend millions and millions of naira or thousands and thousands of dollars trying to develop the same thing. They will spend months and months trying to calculate different things, and just overnight, somebody did it using artificial intelligence. So these are some of the things you can start to learn. Whether your career path is in software development, how can AI help software development? Whether your career path is as a marketer, how can AI assist marketing? Whether your current space is in research and development, how can AI help with research and development? Whether you're a content creator, how can AI assist content creation? And several things like that. And those are some of the things that you need to start to plan. If you are learning something tonight's class, say I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. Type in there, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. If you're learning, type in I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Those on YouTube are typing amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh wow, I'm seeing different people. I'm seeing Sumba 019. Wow, interesting. Nice, 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 nice. All right, all right. So I won't be able to talk about all of these things. I won't be able to keep talking and talking and talking. I mean, we only have less than 1 hour for this session. We only have less than 1 hour for this session. So I won't be able to keep explaining some of these things. But if you really want to dive deep and understand what artificial intelligence means, you know, many persons are starting to see different knowledge online, trying to learn different kinds of things online. We currently host a 4-week training for AI beginners. So we have different cohorts. We host AI trainings for AI beginners, persons that are looking to learn about artificial intelligence, whether applied to your professional space, your business space. We're looking at different kinds of topics, talking about different kinds of AI tools, learning about different kinds of AI tools that you can use potentially to grow your business. So if you're a business owner, you're a professional, you're a student, you are doing different kinds of things. These tools and more are things that you can use to help to push and develop whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you are doing. So we are talking about AI for beginners, whether you're a beginner just coming into artificial intelligence, or maybe all you know currently is ChatGPT or Gemini, and you still don't know how to use or how to really tap into the potential of some of these tools. If you feel that there's still more that you want to learn, if you feel that you want to properly use AI in your professional space, maybe there are certain things that you wanted to learn before and you've not learned before, you can start talking about some of these things, how AI can apply to your business, whether you're a business owner, how you can start to use AI for content creation, AI for different kinds of things. Like I mentioned before, one of the things that we're looking at, which was really funny, many persons didn't even believe it was possible, how you can use AI to do podcasts. And AI was able to help you to generate the podcast from beginning to end without even talking or saying anything. Everything we did was on AI. The podcast planning, the script was on AI. The podcast planning was on the same AI. The podcast itself was on the same AI. And just like that, you have a content uploaded online. So these things are more some of the things that we can keep talking about. How you can properly structure yourself and your business towards the advent of AI. So if you are really interested in learning things like this, these are some of the things and more that we can start to talk about. The next cohort is going to be starting in the coming week. It's going to be starting in the coming week. It's going to run for 4 weeks. Of course, there is a continuous community that is going to last for about 6 months, where we're still going to be in a close community talking about different things. You can ask any questions about artificial intelligence, talk about new tools. You can even hop on new tools. Say, for example, there are different kinds of AI tools out there solving different problems. If you want to learn a new tool, we can talk about it. Learn those tools together. You can even bring other persons that will come and potentially will teach us how to properly use these tools and different things like that. So some of these things and more are things that you can currently do on some of these tools, and what we're going to be learning during the duration of this 4 weeks training. So if it's something you're interested in, I'm going to be dropping the link in the chat. I'm going to be dropping the link in the chat so that whoever is interested can click on it and quickly be a part before the registration closes. Registration is going to be closing on Sunday. That's on the 1st of March. So if you think you've learned, just react with your favorite emoji. Just drop your favorite emoji. If you think you've learned something, during this session, react with your favorite emoji. Drop your favorite emoji. All right, amazing. Thank you, YouTube family. Like YouTube is very loud this night. All right, amazing. So February's session, this February's webinar was planned to be just a single day webinar because of several reasons. So it's planned to be a single day webinar because of several reasons and several things in place. But we are looking to host a more extensive training by April, not March, but by April. So April, we're going to be hosting another 3 days. Of course, there's going to be a webinar next month. So webinar is going to be happening every single month for the rest of the year. But for April rather, it's going to be a 3 days training where we're going to be inviting other persons to come and teach us about artificial intelligence, some of the things they are doing with artificial intelligence. If you want to start to learn how to write code, for example, we can start to talk about some of those by coding things. You can start to build softwares by yourself using artificial intelligence and different things like that. But really, if I will be sincere with you, these are not things that you can learn in just a couple of days. You probably have to still, it's probably not something you can learn in just a few days or maybe just a few hours of those sessions. So I'll still advise you, if you can, just try and subscribe to the 4 weeks training. And some persons might think it's very high. I mean, the cost is very high. I've asked some persons that they were guessing and saying, oh, is it 150K or is it 250K? I was laughing. Some person said, is it 150K? And I was even speaking with someone who is also an AI enthusiast. And I was telling him about an AI training that I was hosting. And I was telling him, oh, these are the things that we're talking about. We're talking about AI for your business and different things like that. And when he looked at me, he was asking, okay, so what's the cost like? And I told him the cost. He was surprised. In fact, till today, he has refused to talk to me because he says I'm charging a very ridiculous price. And how much is it? We were charging 14,400, just 14,400 naira, 14,400 naira. Although, due to some reasons, the price has been increased to 20,000. But for those that are still able to pay between tonight and 1st of March, of course, it's still going to be for 14,400 naira. So the link to make payments is going to be shared. The link and details to make payments is going to be shared on the group. So it's just 14,400 naira for the 4 weeks training and access to the community and several things like that. So if you still want to take advantage of it, if you want to be a part of it, don't hesitate, just reach out. If you can reach out to me privately now, you can reach out now. And if you can't, I will share the link with us in the chat group and we can pick that up. So thank you so much, everyone. I see some people are just joining the webinar. Some people are just joining the webinar. In any case, I'm going to share the recording. The recording is going to be up for till March the 1st before we're going to pull it down. We're going to have to pull it down because it's going to be it's a very valuable resource. So I'm going to share the recording with everyone in the chat section. So whoever wants to watch can go there and watch. But thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight's webinar. So our YouTube family, you guys have been amazing. I'm seeing lots of comments. And so everyone on Google Meet as well, thank you so much. And do have a lovely evening. Everything you put your hands for to work. Thank you all. Bye-bye.